Okay, on the TDI knife for weapon retention, if you saw the video on the Fox Karambit, that's another option, and it's a very similar concept. But today we're going to use the TDI for that same role. Okay, so my partner comes in and grabs my firearm. Okay, I'm going to pin that first. That's my first priority, is keep that in the holster. Okay, so I'm going to get my hands on this. I may hit initially. If I feel like it's coming out, I may wrap up his arms to really get control of it, because if he pulls now, I'm going with him. There's nowhere for him to go. Okay, to get him off of me, I feel the need to access my knife for some reason. Maybe these elbows aren't working, he's on something, whatever it might be. For whatever reason, I need to access my knife. Again, this is a deadly force encounter. He's trying to take my gun. Okay, so I access my knife, and when I come in here into the ribs, what I'm looking for is the lung here. Collapse that lung. Okay, and I prefer to go palm down on this so I don't run into arms. Depending on where he's at, if I hit there, I don't get much penetration. So if I turn it this way, I don't worry about my fist running into arms or other material and jamming it up. I come through and I try to get my shot in the lungs. This may take 2 or 3 here. He may drop on the first one and we're done. If I need to, again, this might not drop him immediately. I can come up to the head or neck and again and punch. Okay, I may end up with blood in my face, my mouth, that sort of thing. Not very pleasant, so you might not want to do that depending on the circumstances. But if you need to, you need to. Okay, you have those shots here. If he's still not coming off of it for whatever reason, again, maybe he's on something and it takes time for blood loss to slow him down, I can come and attack the arms. Okay, and now I'm going to slice with the knife. I'll get in here and try to cut wherever I can to cut those muscles that are gripping the gun. And again, just keep working it until you get that release or whatever you need. And again, you have other targets if necessary. You're going to be getting jostled around during this encounter. So the key is to train it, guys. You have to feel that off balance. You have to feel getting moved around, what it's like to keep control and try to access this. It's one thing to sit and practice your draw when nothing's going on, but it's quite another to practice it when you're getting jostled around. So even if you just work the accessing end of it, you'll be doing yourself a favor by doing it with that resistance of someone moving you around. Okay, so you've stabbed the person, you've got them off of you, the break off of your gun for whatever reason, and you draw your firearm out. Alright, so now we need to shoot. Depending on the distance, it may be very close. I may be shooting from retention with one hand. I may be shooting with an extended one hand. If I need to fire a more accurate shot, I want to get my hands together because I'm going to have better recoil control. I'm going to have a steadier aim. We all know the advantages of shooting with both hands. So I could just throw the knife down and go to the two-hand if I needed to. But I have to realize there's now an extra weapon on the scene that wasn't there before. If somebody comes up behind me, picks it up, they have a weapon. So another option, depending on the situation again, you could just bring your hands together and slap this one over top of the other. My hands are basically just like my normal grip, only the knife's in the way. Okay, so it's going to be a little farther out, but I have my regular shooting grip, and I'm in a good position to fire. The knife's nowhere where it's going to cut me or cause any problems.